Ready to do this?
I can do it, but on the other doesn't. She's afraid.
Okay. I'd like to start with a question for Vovo.
But tell me who people are.
Okay, that's Vovo.
Raise your hand,
Grandpa?
That's Vovo. Vovo is Grandpa in Portuguese. And Robina's on his
Okay. I've got a 2-shot.
That's good.
Yep.
Vovo, what is your earliest memory as a child? What's the youngest that you can remember?
Only easy questions, Daddy.
I'm not sure about the earliest.
A memory.
On the farm, I guess.
So tell us about the farm.
The farm? Well, it's long gone. The Shingle Town was the farm. And, well, then I went to school at number 9, Mannheim.
How many cows did you have on your farm?
I don't remember.
Did you milk them?
Yes,
And what was that like?
well, it was all right. Then Grandpa got sick, and Dad had to leave. Then we got a milk machine, and from then on, Mom helped the milk, and I took care of the milk, and yeah.
Daddy, I was reading a story about where there was a horse that played a trick on you. Do you remember this?
Yes,
Could you repeat the question?
I was reading a story where a horse played a trick on you.
well, in the winter time, while the winter weather was to take upper hand, then we had to haul manure out the back, put it in piles. And this one horse had hitched up, and
How old were you?
probably about 15.
Yeah. And Grandpa wasn't there?
He was taking care of Grandpa.
Okay, of your grandpa?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not in the hospital, but at home, in my aunt's house. And anyway, I took this horse, teamed him up with another one, and I didn't realize that she was tricky. When she got into a little bit deep snow with her feet, she just laid down. And
She was hooked up to another horse.
yes,
Okay.
I unhooked her and went home for dinner. She wouldn't get up, no way. I hooked her up, unhooked her, and went home for dinner. It was dinner time almost. And what was I going to do? Mom suggested I call the neighbor, Edwin Eby, and he came with a stone boat and a team.
What's a stone boat?
A stone boat is real flat skidder kind of thing.
Okay.
Like a sled.
A sled, yeah. And Mom suggested call him and put him on the,
Put the horse on the boat.
we rolled the horse over on the boat.
Right.
And he hauled it home.
Because you couldn't get the horse up, right?
No,
Okay.
he hauled it home. And we made a bed for the horse right by the barn door stable at the door.
Rolled the horse off.
And rolled the horse off again. And she got up and walked in.
Stinker.
Oh, she was a crooked one.
Did you like working
That
with
was,
the animals?
that was the end of the story.
Yeah.
She just took the end out of our story.
Did you like working with the animals?
Yeah.
What was it like to go to the bathroom in the winter?
Oh, that was out in the outhouse. We had to take a broom along and sweep off the snow in the outhouse.
On the seat?
Yes.
Nice.
It wasn't covered?
No.
Would that have been too warm?
You didn't spend any time out there. Not much more than you had to.
No reading.
No, well, the only reading material was an old catalog that we used for wipe.
So not a lot of rereading.
So there's another horse story.
Well, the horse story that followed, at 17, I wanted to go on a cattle boat. Many of the boys did. And
So that's about at Tyler's age, right? Tyler, how old are you?
17.
Yeah.
my parents said, "You're too young."
What was a cattle boat, first of all? I mean,
It was a boat that took horses across the pond and
Across the pond.
the Atlantic.
the Atlantic,
Okay.
The Atlantic pond.
You know, the pond.
and took the horses to, well, in my case, took it to Trieste, Italy. But the reason I got to go, we heard of another couple, a man and his son, who went together. I guess he was sort of being chaperoned. And when Mom and Dad heard that they were going, then it was okay for me to go.
Why did you want to go?
I had a school teacher, a man school teacher, who enlisted in the Army, the Air Force, I guess. And we were always kind of called yellow bellies, as non-resistant.
Like how people would say that to your face?
No, not
Because-
not usually.
Because you believed in peace and non-resistance.
Yes. And he went and was shot down. Never heard from him again.
Your teacher.
Yeah. And so I had somewhat of a feeling of patriotism, I guess, to do my share,
Right.
And so, what was your job on the cattle boat?
take care of the horses.
Meaning,
The horses.
Yes, we had 700 horses, and we fed them
Wait, horses or cattle?
horses. And we fed them. They stood all the time across the pond, and
they stood the whole time.
stood the whole time.
There weren't any that wanted to lie down like that other
Yes,
one?
there were. We had to see to it that they wouldn't lie down.
Oh, wow.
If they got to lie down, in about 3 hours they had pneumonia, and then they died.
Huh.
So you tied them up, right? Didn't you have to tie them?
They were in a box stall,
Okay.
and we had to watch when we took the hay bales down through the middle. They were angry. Was shipping fever, most of them had sores and whatnot, and they'd come and grab our shoulders. We didn't watch it, and bite us. So
why were you taking horses over to start with?
that was not our decision. That was UNRWA that decided that.
What's UNRWA? United Nations?
United Nations Relief Organization. And
What was the purpose of bringing the horses over?
the purpose, recuperation of the country, but I suspect some of them were eaten. I very much suspect that they were eaten.
So this was post-war.
Because one jumped out of the crate in Trieste, one jumped out of the crate, and it took no time getting knife out and cutting his throat and bleeding him to make sure for butchering.
These weren't like dray horses or anything. They weren't specific for hauling things or.
Well, they might have been, yes. They might have been work horses. Yeah.
Did the horses get any exercise on the boat? Or
No,
were they standing all
none,
the
none.
time?
They were standing all the time. 38 days, I think it was. They stood.
No wonder they wanted to bite your.
No wonder they were angry.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, how much of this was adventure and how much of it was mission for you?
Mixed. I would say mixed. Adventure and. Well, I heard of other boys coming back and telling their stories. And,
So did you have free time?
we always had to have somebody to keep the horses on foot.
So what, did you poke them or what, to keep them standing? What did you do?
We had to jolt them, yeah.
Yeah. But when it wasn't your turn, what were you doing?
What did you do on the boat? The
There was
ship.
always the night watchman.
Right.
Okay.
Always the night watchman.
So did you do anything for fun? What did you do for fun?
Oh, we had a lot of fun.
What did you do?
Shuffleboard?
No, we wrestled and played upstairs up in the decks and.
Did you play card games and stuff? Was that not allowed?
Oh yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you read?
Did reading, yes.
Daddy, remember that time you took us deep sea fishing in Oregon?
Yes. That was not fun.
What happened? Do you remember?
Well,
This was what, in the, would have been 72.
on a furlough.
Yeah, 72 or
And
73.
we came back and we wanted to visit a friend who supported Willie.
No, me,
You
yeah, in Oregon,
in Oregon.
yeah.
We wanted to visit them, and we had a special request. We wanted to go deep sea fishing when we were there. We knew that they could make it possible. So we did that, but we got sick. Some of us.
Right.
There was 14 of us, and 7 got sick and 7 didn't.
And you didn't because of your cattle boat experience.
I don't know what it was, but I didn't get sick. And I went to get a chocolate bar for Mother, and she felt like throwing it at me. She didn't
She
feel
thought
like
you
it.
were mocking her.
Yeah, she didn't think of a chocolate bar at that point.
Robena, I wanted to ask you, do you remember when the boys were going off in the cattle boats? Like, were you around at that point when?
Oh, yes. I remember it, but not real well because there was no one in my family connected. But it was the end of the war, and I remember that very well.
So were there like guys from church that would leave to go to the cattle boat kind of thing?
Yeah, yeah.
And were they heroes?
Were they what?
Heroes?
Heroes. As far as I could see, they were.
Did you wish you could go?
The girls had stayed home.
No, the girls' place was at home.
Yeah.
Did the church like pray for you and send you off, or was it not related to
Well,
church?
it was not that related to churches. Brethren service in Maryland, Windsor, Maryland, that sent us.
Okay.
They organized the trips.
Did you go with? Were there groups of friends that would go? Did you go with people that you knew, or were you all by
Well,
yourself?
only this couple, this man and his son.
Okay.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
rest you didn't know.
So were you glad you did?
But I soon got to know many more.
Didn't have a choice, really.
I got to know friends of Faths from Ohio, Massillon, Ohio, all over the country.
My Uncle Albert.
Oh, okay.
Why is it called a cattle boat if it was all horses?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I think they sent cattle to Poland earlier. and it just stuck. That name just stuck.
Because you came back then, right? You came back from that trip.
We came back. It took so long that we had to spend Christmas in high seas. And we got into New York City and to the harbor when the whistles were blowing and they were celebrating New Year's Day.
Ah.
And so Alf Wilms and I and Lyle Weaver from three of us, we decided we're going again, Newport News again. And so we called Mom. Mom, Ken, come home first and then go again. Well, I knew that wouldn't happen, so I said, Mom, you know better than I.
So she'd want to keep you at home if you went
Yes. And so we went again.
Right away.
Right from New York City. We did some scouting in New York City and riding subways.
Yeah,
and so
what
on.
happened on the subway? Something happened on the subway too.
Oh, the guys, I went to the washroom and the guys took off. The first train that came, they took off on me. And then we sit and I said, well, you said to myself, you guys left me and you're going to come back to look for me. And so
That worked?
that worked. After a while, they came back and looked for me.
back. They forgot something.
Didn't have cell phones then, huh?
No, no
So
cell
then
phones.
you got on another boat.
We got into another boat very soon. Didn't take long.
Where?
Pier 10, Newport News.
So where did you sleep when you were in New York? Where did you eat and sleep and?
We had the right to stay on the boat as long
Okay.
as we were in the harbor.
Were you allowed to lie down?
Good question.
Or did they poke you to keep you standing up?
No, I didn't stand all the time we slept.
So were you checking out the girls in New York City?
No,
Don't put him on the spot.
Was there a girl back home at that point?
that came later. No,
Oh, the checking out the girls was later, huh?
later.
How would
But
you?
speaking of the girls, I was just curious with Robena, what were the girls doing? What were you doing when you were 17? Were you working already?
No, I was helping my mother at home on the farm, in the garden. And then I think I was 18 when I went out and worked in a shirt factory.
What'd you do at the shirt factory? Sewing?
Yeah, I was sewing, what was it again? Collars, I think, collars on shirts.
How much were you paid?
I can't remember, not much.
The interesting connection between Robena and I, when we came back on our final furlough, Mother became elder at church, and she had in her blood to visit everybody on her list.
This would be Vova Grace.
Yes. And Grace wanted, I didn't understand this then, wanted badly to visit
Robena.
Robena's mother when she passed away. So we
Okay.
went to that funeral. I didn't understand why, but she, as an elder, wanted to be there. So
So things
That
get
was-
connected.
that was the first support she
That's-
gave me with Robena.
Yeah.
And Robena went to Brazil too, right? With
Pardon?
Mother.
You went to Brazil.
Yes, I did, with Grace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was your tour guide.
Pardon?
Grace was your tour guide.
Yes, she was.
After our tour,
Very good one, too.
32 years in Brazil, and we had not a lot to do, and Mother got in the urge to take people on tours, South America. And that's what happened. That's why Robena went along.
How long?
So did she,
I didn't.
what were you going to say about it, Robena?
Oh, she was very organized and up and down those bus steps, and she kept the 2 bus drivers in order.
That sounds like her.
Wouldn't let them lie down for sure.
How long were you and Vava Grace married?
From when to when?
50.
50.
How many years were you married total? to-
53?
Yeah, I think it was 53, wasn't it?
54.
54 maybe.
Could you tell us how you met Mother? And
Well,
what were her conditions?
That
for-
was, we had, the Littlers and the Schwarzentroopers were missionaries from our congregation to South America. And so we always had mission in mind. And when I went to ask Mother for a date, she said, "Are you willing to go on a missionary trip or on mission?" And if not, she said, "Count it off." But if you are, then let's go.
She
On a date.
She told me one time she didn't want to get stuck being a wife of a pig farmer.
That's right. That's exactly what she didn't want.
Now, what kinds
She had offers from farmers around, but,
what kind of dates would you go on?
well, the first one was caroling, Christmas
Caroling.
caroling.
Did you have your spiffy car?
Yes.
I had an Austin, English Austin
Ooh.
Was it just the 2 of you caroling, or with a group?
group. And I had a hard time getting a hold of her. She went organizing the group.
Really? Really?
Imagine that.
Who inherited that?
And I could hardly get a hold of her to ask her for a date,
Yeah.
as she went amongst the young people to organize.
Were you pretty nervous?
No,
No.
I knew she would go.
Confidence!
So would you?
Well, I, in the back of my mind, had mission in mind too.
Right.
So it was not a new thought for me. And we went, and
But there were other Bender girls,
The
right?
rest is history.
there were other Bender girls, sure there were.
So would you go for walks or movies or?
Not
No.
movies.
No, movies was the thing to do.
So what else did you do for dates?
Oh, we went to Ohio one time.
By yourselves?
No.
They liked Wasion, Ohio. They liked this car that had these wings that would open, signal wings would open up.
What?
Say more.
Uh,
So, what, first of all, you would go with a group always, right? Never just the 2 of you on a trip.
yeah,
To Ohio.
I guess that was right. Went to Washington another trip.
So, when you went to Wasion, Ohio, what was there a car there you wanted to see? What's this? Tell us about the car.
No, we knew people there.
Okay.
We had a joke. We knew Cletus Shorts very well. We had a joke with them. We had breakfast with them, and Melvin, my father-in-law, and I decided, let's go downtown and buy a watermelon and put it out right in the patch by the breakfast window. And he was surprised to see this watermelon overnight.
Cletus was.
Yeah.
Oh, you bought a full-grown watermelon and put it on his immature plant.
Yeah. But say more about the car that had wings. Who had the car?
It didn't have signal lights, but it had these little wings that would come out.
To signal the turns?
Yes, to signal the turn.
Whose car was it?
And mine.
Oh, your car. Oh.
The Wasion young people just thought that was the biggest joke. Young people.
So you were showing off your car, huh?
I was. No.
And that was her boyfriend that had this cool car, huh?
Yeah.
So we need to hear about Daddy and Robina's first date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did that happen? Who asked who
Our
for the date?
first date. Well, Mother was gone,
Yes.
And one day I got a telephone call from a woman inviting me for dinner, Sunday dinner.
Nice. Good
And
for her.
that was unusual, I thought.
Mm.
And she didn't think so. She was courageous, and she thought she liked me and went after me.
Oh, the other way around.
So what's your version, Robina?
What's your version of the story?
What was my what?
What's your version of the story?
Oh,
Why did you invite me?
oh, it was in the fall, just before Christmas,
Yeah.
and you were always so friendly to me, and I worked in the library, and you used to come in there, and
At the church?
at the church,
Okay.
and grab me by the shoulders, and
Yes, it's not all her, huh?
You're sending some signals.
Grace was gone.
Yes, we know that. That part is clear. But I'd like to know a little bit more about Robina. You know, so you went to the shirt factory, and then what happens next for you?
then I went to Kitchener and worked in the KW hospital. It was then Grand River on
What
the
did-
housekeeping staff.
Okay. And were you expected to give money back at home, or was that all your money?
No, I could keep a little bit, some, but until we were 21, we gave some money to our parents.
And were you living on your own at that point?
Yeah.
You hear that, kids?
Yeah, you got that in the background.
Mine.
21, money to your parents.
But living on your own.
Then, so you worked in housekeeping at the hospital.
For
It's
about
part of
2
that you
years.
guys not here.
Sorry, what?
Living on their own, age 21, giving money back to parents.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Okay,
First of all, I want
back to Robina's story.
And then I decided to go,
To Florida.
no,
Let her tell it.
then I decided to take a business course at a business college, and I left the hospital, and then
So that was learning typing and shorthand and things like that.
bookkeeping.
Bookkeeping.
And then I worked in an insurance office, life insurance, which I didn't really enjoy very much. But I was there 5 years, and then a girlfriend suggested that we go to Florida. We had been down the year before, and
What made you go to Florida the year before?
vacation.
Okay.
And so we liked it, and we decided we needed a change.
So how old were you at that point?
How old?
Yeah.
30 maybe?
Okay.
I'm not sure. Around there, around 30. And so then we moved down there, and we were intending to stay for a year. But she didn't like it. She didn't like clean. We couldn't get office work down there because it was all tourist and no industry really of any kind. And we couldn't get very good jobs at all. And so we were walking the streets, and then I decided, oh, I'm going to clean houses for the rich people, see how the rich people live. And she did not enjoy that at all.
I wonder why.
And so, I don't know. She didn't like working, cleaning, I guess, for people. And so,
What city was it?
Sarasota,
Sarasota.
Florida.
Were there other Mennonites there? Like, were you going to church and things like that, or
Oh,
was
yeah.
that? Yeah.
There were several churches there, and there was this little Mennonite community that they call Pinecraft, and we got to know a lot of friends there. and it was mostly Mennonite. And
So you cleaned house for the rich people.
I did, and I enjoyed it. But then it was the year of the World Conference in Kitchener. And then in July, we came back. We had a way to come back, Anna-May and I. And she packed her suitcase and she was leaving Florida.
Oh,
But I said, I'm not ready yet. I'm down there now and I'm going to stay for a while.
what did you like about it?
I liked the climate. I liked the people.
Mm-hmm.
It was just different.
Mm-hmm.
Different than where I grew up. And so when we came home, she stayed at home with her parents, and I went back.
On your own?
And I remember going back through Georgia, and I thought, what am I doing this for? It was so hot. Woo, in the middle of the summer. But anyway, I stayed there then 10 years, and I went to night school and took medical terminology, and I decided I wanted to get into the medical field.
So while you were cleaning houses, you were
I
doing,
quit that.
you quit that.
When
You
we
found
went
something else?
Up north, when
Okay.
we went to Canada in the summer there.
So do you have dual citizenship, or how did that work? How could you work in Florida as a Canadian?
Yes, I had to get what they called a blue card.
Green card.
Green card. Yes, I had to fill out forms.
Yeah, so are you still an American citizen?
No,
No?
they took it away from me then. When I came back and said I was staying, I was moving back home, they took it away.
Okay,
Green card is like permanent residency here.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
not an American
it's not a
citizen.
citizenship, okay. So you took your medical terminology,
And then I worked for in a laboratory, medical laboratory, for 5 years. And then I came home for the summer to be with my parents. And then I went back for another 5 years, and then I worked for a pediatrician. That was the nicest job I think I
Yeah.
ever had.
What did you do there?
I was a receptionist, just
Okay.
secretary.
so you got to see all the little kids coming in. Yeah, the babies, yeah.
I remember there was one young boy, he was about 14, and he was such a nice young chap, but he had some kind of cancer.
Hmm,
And that was the hardest thing, to watch him going down.
yeah. Yeah.
Did you work with kids at church, or did you have little nieces and nephews?
Well, in Florida, I helped in the Sunday school with children. And yes, when I came back then, in Wellesley, I helped with children, Sunday school.
So then you helped take care of your folks when they were,
That was mainly the reason I came back, so
Mhm.
that I could be with them for a few years.
right, right. So when you went to Brazil, the weather was something you already knew, the weather and the fruits
Sort of,
and all
yeah,
that kind of
yeah.
stuff.
Mhm,
What do you remember about the visit there with the tour that you did with Mother?
mhm. Oh. Well, I remember the long bus ride. Oh, where did we go?
Probably goes to,
Oh, yes. Well, no, it was up the mountain somewhere, and those bus drivers drove like crazy. But, we got there in one piece.
Yeah. And you have a journal, right? Because Mother would make everybody write one day of the
Yeah.
trip. And so there's a journal where everybody writes what they did on that day.
Yes.
So,
So back to,
Brazil.
part of the organization.
right.
so back to the library visits at church
Yes.
and the first date.
Yes.
Well, she just invited me for dinner
At your house?
No,
at her house
Yeah.
in Wellesley.
I had an apartment in Wellesley.
And that happened 1, 2, 3, I forget how many times. And one Sunday I got the urge. I turned to got up and she looked at me. I got up from the couch, turned off the TV, got on my knees and asked her would she marry me.
Did she have to help you get up?
No. Not in those days.
And did she answer right away?
She said yes right away.
Immediately.
I said, afterward I told her, I said, you could have put it off a little. She didn't. She had her mind made up.
Well, there you go.
Thanks,
I didn't
Robena.
know you did that.
So I have a question. Did you ever give her chocolates and flowers?
Yes, he gave
Yes.
me flowers.
I think we had something to do with that.
I don't remember.
Do you remember this,
that.
Daddy?
No.
You were in the hospital, right?
I think so.
You were in the hospital over Valentine's Day,
Yep.
Oh.
and you had wanted to do something special for Robena. But here you were in the hospital, and who's going to want you when you're in the hospital and all these things?
This was before my
Yeah, you were kind of,
proposal.
you were worried. It was before the proposal.
Yeah.
It was right when things were getting started.
Yeah.
And
In between dinners.
yeah. And you weren't quite sure you should send her something for Valentine's Day or not, and so Willie and I kind of
We told you it was okay to send her flowers.
yes.
And we had coordinated that for you.
Yeah, we coordinated that
Thank
for you.
you.
Yeah. I think that's what did it really.
You gave her a little beetle bug necklace too, I think.
She still has that,
Yeah.
but she doesn't wear it. I don't know why.
Well, I do.
Very,
it gets in the way
very
maybe.
wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dad, I'd be curious to hear if you could say a little bit about how you ended up in Brazil. You know, I've heard you talk about a sense of God's calling.
The two missionary families in the congregation made me sort of want to go. And I wasn't sure it was going to be Brazil, but it was going to be South America for sure. And when Mother said, if you want to be a farmer, it's off. But if you want to be a missionary, let's go.
That's an ultimatum.
Yeah.
That was.
And so when you went to Brazil, Virginia, Willie, and Michelle were born already, or was
Yes, they were.
and K. Daniel was
No, he was born down there in
Yeah.
Brazil.
so he was smuggled in.
Sort of. He was, Mother was pregnant on the way down. Yeah.
So tell us how it came to pass that you went to Brazil. What was involved in getting there?
Well, the mission board pretty much decided that they needed somebody in Brazil at that time in literature work. And I was always told that I'm not the best preacher, and so
Who told you that?
I took up literature work. It seemed to click.
Just to be fair, Daddy, with the preaching thing, you told me that when you were at youth pastor at Nairn,
Yes,
that the pastor used to call you on Friday night
that's right.
and tell you you're preaching on Sunday.
I felt very mistreated there.
Right. So just to be fair,
Yeah.
it's not so much about your preaching skills as it is about maybe
My
the
experience.
environment you were working
My
in.
experience, yes.
Yeah.
And there, while I was working there, I was asked to go to the Golden Rule bookstore in London. So that's what I did for support.
Okay. You worked at the bookstore.
Yes.
And so how did that then work
Well,
itself in?
that's more or less what led up to the mission board inviting me to literature work in Brazil.
Now,
I have
when
a
you
question,
first-
backing up a little bit. When you decided you wanted to be a missionary, did the mission board have requirements about what kind of education you had to have before you could go, or was that you that
We
decided?
already I had my BD.
Right, but did you decide you needed that education, or did the mission board have requirements about?
They preferred if we had education, yes.
Okay.
What were you going to ask, Mike?
Well, I was going to ask you if the first time you went to the mission board, they had something for you.
Well, that started earlier with, Uri Bender was involved in that. And when he was literature secretary or something at that time. And so he thought the connection was well made there between the mission board and what they needed and what I represent.
So then when you were going, you got on a propeller plane
Yes,
in Toronto
yes,
that took you where? To Venezuela.
no.
Where did it go to?
Orlando, Florida,
To Orlando, Florida.
and
Then
then
from Orlando,
Manaus,
Manaus.
Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic first.
and then
We had to
Manaus.
refuel many times.
Yeah. And so on that trip is when you decided to always carry some string with you. Can you tell us why? What
Well-
happened on that trip?
Virginia and Michelle, I suppose, and
No.
Wilda
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
decided that they needed doll clothes to
Well,
take
I was too
to
little.
Brazil.
I was too little for that.
Well, anyway, the suitcase was already full of doll clothes, and it fell under the airplane.
When we were
stairway.
going up the steps, right? It
Yeah.
fell and opened up.
Opened up, bang, down on the
All
Runway.
runway.
All the doll clothes.
Yes.
So did Ginny cry?
No, I picked them up quickly. Went back down, picked them up for her, and that was all.
Because of that, Vovo, whenever I travel, I take string or a strap or
Well,
something.
it's a good idea.
But didn't you also cross the street in New York with the same suitcase at one point? Like, isn't there something about crossing the street? Ginny is nodding her head.
The suitcase
The
opened up.
way Ginny remembers is that the suitcase opened up again when you were crossing the street in New York and you had to pick everything up again.
Oh,
So,
really? I don't
yeah.
remember that.
I think that says something about you, that you would pick up your daughter's dolly clothes from under
Well-
the airplane.
Why wouldn't I? I love my daughter.
Right? You didn't want them to go to waste either.
No.
No, you didn't waste very much as well. You did a lot of recycling even then, I think.
Yeah.
Daddy, as I was looking through some of the stuff that you wrote, there's a story about a dog and a washing machine. Do you remember this? When you were growing up on the farm?
The treadmill?
Yeah.
Oh, that was my uncle.
Tell us about it.
They had a washing machine that was always run by the dog running on the treadmill. Every Monday morning, this dog got up on the treadmill and ran the washing machine.
A lot of energy. Did you hold a bone in front
That's
of
brilliant.
it?
But,
No.
but what happened, what I thought was interesting, it was a German Shepherd, right?
Somewhat
Yeah.
mixed German.
And
yeah.
so when we went to Brazil, we had
Some
dogs, right?
yeah.
Some German Shepherds.
Yeah.
What do you remember about some of those dogs?
Well, the one I remember the most is the one that came to the back door when I opened it up after having been at church.
Candy?
I suppose it was Candy, I'm not sure which. I opened the back door and she came with her head down. She was guilty, and she told me so.
Her body language.
Her
Yes.
body, yeah.
What was she guilty of?
She got into the guinea pigs, which we had out in the backyard, and she wasn't supposed to get there.
When did you get guinea pigs?
And she loved to play with the guinea pigs, but she got a little rough.
So were there any guinea pigs left?
Oh yes, she didn't get them all.
When did you get guinea pigs?
Oh, I don't remember. Oh, Daniel was given the first pair
And that was it.
at American school.
Okay.
Oh.
They used to be kept there for snakes to eat.
Okay.
They had a snake there too.
It was kind of a little zoo thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Daniel was given the first pair.
What did you use the guinea pigs for?
We raised them.
Just cuddle.
But did you not use them to mow the lawn as well?
Well, they did that automatically.
Or for alarm clocks for the girls in the morning?
That's right.
But they were a Christmas present, weren't they?
I
They're
don't
Christmas
remember whether
present.
it was Christmas or when.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have been
Where did you keep them? Was it in a pen?
in the backyard. Well, I started that, but they moved the area. I had to move that so often that
So they were in a pen that was like had mesh or like
Yeah.
chicken wire
Yeah,
underneath,
yeah.
and so you would move that from one place
yeah.
to the other.
However, that soon got dried out, and so I just took the pen away, and they were given a full swing in the backyard.
Then when
Free
you opened
range.
the window, they would whistle at you.
Yeah.
Tell us about a hole that you opened up in the wall in your backyard.
What was that?
Remember who our back neighbors were?
Yes, Mike's parents lived on the other side, and we were asked to.
So the Hostetler family.
Yeah, were asked to move. And we didn't like the children going around the street. So we opened a hole in the backyard.
Who had that idea?
I did.
Yeah.
Just took some bricks out and
Made a gate.
no, there was no gate. There was just this
Just a hole in the wall.
hole in the wall.
But eventually we did put a gate in,
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
and we painted an H on it.
I didn't.
Oh yeah?
Didn't remember that.
On our side, we had an H.
Okay.
It stood for heaven. And we won't say what it stood for on the other side.
Okay. House.
Well,
So
it was a good experience.
so that was one dog. That was Candy. Do you remember anything about the other dogs? Our dogs always had they didn't deliver very well, right? When they get
No.
babies.
They didn't. I
Right.
didn't know any better. And the dogs would not get rid of the
Placenta.
placenta. That's the word. And I didn't know that you had to do something about that. And they finally just got gangrene and died.
Right. They didn't do well. We had one dog that was purple. Why? You tell us about the purple dog, Daddy.
Well,
Did you also paint?
that was the Gerald Kotzer had rabbits that he raised,
Okay.
and they got a disease, and he put
Gentian violet.
gentian violet on them to cure
What's
them.
gentian violet?
It's a medicine,
That turns purple.
and I put that on the dog, and she thought I was going to drown her. I put it in a barrel. And
Oh, so you dipped her?
Oh,
Oh, great.
she didn't like that.
and why
guess
did you
not.
do that to her?
Well, I wanted to get the
Kill the
gentian-
disease.
Oh.
Kill the disease that she
She
had.
had mange.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sarna.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mange was already across the wall in Brazil with a dog.
The neighbors had a sick dog.
Yeah, and it spread.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm
the idea of a
wondering,
patchy dog that's all purple.
That if you could talk a little bit about the importance of church in your life. As a young person, what role did church play in your daily life?
Well, we had nice, active young people group, and Grace was part of that. So I don't know what you're referring to.
Robena might have an answer too.
Robena might too. Yes, I was thinking today we have so many things competing for our time. Back then, it seems like church was a much more central part of life for people.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand it
I
all.
was asking, what role did church play in your life?
Oh. Well, I went to a conservative.
Super conservative.
Oh, well,
I think it was. Mine it was.
well, okay.
That's where your mother passed away and we buried her.
And our young people did not have programs. We just followed in our parents' footsteps and got married, had families, worked on farms. And then when I was about in my 20s, I left.
So you were a radical.
She went to a different church then.
What was your motivation to leave? Did you find it was too many rules?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I had friends over in the other church, and I just wanted to do more than the girls were allowed to do.
That was Maple U, right?
Yeah.
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 Were your parents shocked at all or surprised at that? They were supportive of you?
Well, her mother would have passed away already.
Oh no,
No?
not when I left the church.
Oh, no, okay.
So how long did you keep dressing conservatively and wearing a covering and things like that?
Well, as soon as I left at an age in my 20s, and then I dressed more liberally, but I wore my covering for many years after that.
I think Mother, she didn't wear her covering in Brazil, but every time we came back, I think she would wear it again in church, not outside of church, but at church. And then I think she stopped maybe in the 70s, was it?
Yeah, could be.
Not sure. Yeah. But Daddy, you also didn't wear ties. You were telling us about this morning. That you,
Well, that's
you didn't wear ties.
That's when I went to EMC, and at that time I was asked to go to Ridgeway Church, and they were super conservative there, and some things were not that much, but I remember this one lady used to have a crying baby she'd bring to church, and she would cry, she'd send one of the girls out to get a Coca-Cola bottle, and she'd fill her bottle with Coca-Cola.
Oh, wow. Wow. That'd make the baby stop crying.
It sure did.
Hello.
But in terms of the way you had to dress, you were telling us about this morning.
I wasn't allowed. At that time, they were very conservative. One guy that was also sent there by EMC, he wore a plain coat.
And what's plain coat? Just for those of us who don't know.
It's buttoned all the way up to the top.
No lapels.
No lapels, right.
And no visible buttons.
No.
Or were there visible buttons?
There might have been visible buttons.
There were hooks?
Anyway.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway, he was a helper there, and the main pastor was smoker, and he was very super conservative, and then he requested that I teach Sunday school class, but with the condition that I do not wear my tie.
Because a tie was vanity?
Apparently.
Okay.
And to him that was vanity, yes. And now this couple, the Rempels,
Right, they're
go
there.
to that same church.
Yeah. So you took the tie off?
Yeah, I bought a sport jacket,
Okay.
sport shirt, nylon.
Right.
Those were
Was
the
your
days,
first nylon shirt?
Those were the days nylon shirts came out.
Not the last.
Yeah, no.
When did you start wearing a wedding ring? Do you remember? Because I
When we
think
went
that.
to Brazil.
Because I think that wasn't that vanity at one point.
When we went to Brazil.
Marcus, Lucas, and Stefan, do you have any questions, or Sophia?
I'm curious about. I remember coming to your house here in Canada
Yeah.
and helping out in the garage, taking things apart, and collecting tabs. And so I'm curious about where that love of recycling came from, and what you were able to do with some of the tabs.
The tabs were for wheelchairs. What did you call them?
No, Luke,
Eric called them bleeps.
Leaves. We stuffed them in, for a while, we stuffed them into empty Coke bottles, but that got, we grew out of that.
how many did you collect? Like how many times did you?
Well, I remember one trailer load we took to Elora, 700 and some pounds
Wow.
Tabs.
of tabs, yes.
So how many times were you able to trade in for a wheelchair?
Well, that time they sent me back to Stratford with the wheelchair.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
We would.
So, but part of the question was why did you start recycling? Where did that even begin?
Well, I sort of started that on Riverside Drive. I went to collect tabs on the streets
On recycle day.
on recycle day
What motivated it in the first place? What led you to collect tabs?
because of wheelchairs.
It was a project.
It was just a project.
Yeah.
I remember you took Stefan and me with you when we would visit you sometimes in early morning to pick these tabs off of the cans.
Yeah.
Then we would put them in the Coke bottles and eat peanuts in your basement.
And then after a while, I just kept them in bigger containers. We took them to a lower.
But you were talking about recycling things. People would put other things out.
That's right. They'd put other utensils, kitchen
Appliances.
appliances
Appliances.
out, and then I would take them home.
Why?
Why?
What did you do with them?
Well, I started recycling then.
You thought you could fix them.
Well, I knew I couldn't fix most of them,
Okay.
but the recycle was, I took it to New Dundee at that time, and it had money in it, some.
I
Did
know
you recycle on the farm
No,
way back when?
No.
Did you recycle when you were going to school?
no,
Did you recycle when you lived in Brazil?
no,
So you started recycling when you moved back to Canada?
yeah.
But he was always fixing things and
Yeah.
making things out of other things. Like that's not new.
You didn't throw things away.
No,
You reused,
yeah.
repurposed things, right?
I remember
Always.
when you lived on the school bus, you took out the seats and moved them around
Yeah.
so there was a place for everyone to sleep.
Yeah. Tell us about the school bus.
The school bus was added onto the back of the trailer.
You lived in a trailer.
We lived in a trailer, and it had a back door.
Was this when you went to
So-
EMC?
Yes, and we backed up against with the school bus,
How did you come up with that idea?
and it so happened that it was a Ford, the same kind of car that I drove, and parts from I would switch parts from the school bus
Into your car.
into the car, and away we'd go.
So you did recycle before.
Well, maybe.
Technically.
Yeah.
So who had the bus idea? Like, did somebody say, "Hey, Ken, I have a bus"?
No,
How did that happen?
I forget how that happened.
Did you buy
Well,
it?
the school system sold buses at that time.
So you bought it for parts.
Well, no, I bought it for room.
Okay.
How many bedrooms did your trailer have?
Just one.
And you had a kitchen and a bathroom in your trailer?
No,
But that's where you lived?
yes, we had a bathroom outside of the trailer.
And at that time, it was you, Vava, and Virginia. Was Wilda born yet?
No,
Not yet.
Tell us about.
Wilda was born in London.
So where
Elkhart.
did you shower?
We had that facility out in the house of,
The trailer park had bathroom facilities.
yeah.
Okay. Daddy, can you tell us what happened when you lived there and when Ginny was born? Mother ended up in the hospital.
Oh, Jenny was a hard come by baby. I was actually sleeping over at the Whitmer's while I could get the telephone and listen to the maternity ward.
Right.
And every time I connected with the maternity ward, I heard her groaning.
Because fathers weren't allowed to be there with the
Not really,
woman. Yeah.
not really, no. Anyway, that was an expense we hadn't counted on.
It was a big bill by the end of it.
Not really big, it was $300, I believe, something like that. And the surprise I got was I went to the desk at the hospital and said, "Oh, I'm here to pay my bill."
This was after Ginny was born and
Yes.
they were ready to go home.
Yes. And they said, "Well, you wouldn't go home if it wasn't already paid." And here, one of the profs went around and got offerings from people toward Ginny.
So they knew that you didn't have the money to pay the bills,
Right.
basically, and they went around to help
Yes.
out the student
Yes.
that didn't have money.
So
Yes.
Ginny was
So-
a class project.
It was
Yeah.
a class project.
Class project.
So what happened for Willie? Did you save up then before she came around?
I don't remember well, she was in Elkhart. I don't remember how we paid that.
Uh-oh.
Maybe we
We
had
skipped
more,
out.
maybe we had more money by then, I don't know.
At that point, he was working in the bread truck.
Oh, yes.
Bread truck.
I washed bread trucks every Saturday afternoon and got paid for the bread trucks.
You washed them out.
No, well, inside and out, because they came back from country roads delivering bread, and I washed the trucks inside and out to clean them up, get them ready for next Monday morning.
And were you
So-
living in Goshen at that time?
Yeah, that
And,
was at Goshen.
and you were like a house parent at Kenwood, right?
I was at two, yes. We lived downstairs and the boys lived upstairs.
And you had to supervise a bunch of boys?
Sort of.
And did you know, Grandpa, that I lived in the house right across the street from that when I was in Goshen?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Some of the boys were easy controlled, and the other one day said, "Let's have it out."
Oh,
And he
with
came
you?
toward me with his fist, and I said, "Please, let's go downstairs and have a coffee." That took the wind out of his sails.
Took the wind out of his sails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He melted down, and
Did you have a nice coffee?
yeah.
So now you need to say what work you were doing when Michelle was born. What special work project did you have then?
That was washing trucks.
No, when I was born.
When she was born.
Oh, Michelle.
That was the pigs that gave you the bad dreams.
Oh,
Yes.
tell us that story, Bobo.
Oh dear.
So you lived on a pig farm, right?
We lived on a farm, and were told by the mission board, so-called, that I was supposed to take care of a few heifers.
Okay.
But the problem with that was the water pipes froze, and every morning I had to take the tea kettle, heat it up, and take it out and saw open the water pipes.
For the heifers.
Yeah, for the few heifers that were there. And then I got the idea, I'd go to the pig sale, buy a batch of pigs and put them in there, and the heat
Of the pigs.
Would warm up the pipes?
well, we kept them open.
Okay.
And
You're a smart man.
So the pigs did their job, and I carried on raising pigs.
But the pigs, tell us about the fence for the pigs.
Oh, I put up electric fence for the old Mr. Pig. And he was so smart. He tried it almost every day. I'd hear him squealing and
Because he'd get zapped.
because he'd get zapped. And I kept that electric fence to keep him there.
Yeah.
And he thought he could get out.
And he did.
Yeah, you
One
had,
time he got out.
you had to chase him sometimes.
One time.
And then you had a dream one night. Do you remember this story?
Tell us about
Mother tells about a dream.
I was in my dream chasing pigs. And Mother didn't especially like that.
Well, you were up and out of the bed chasing pigs.
Around the bedroom.
Yes, I know.
So that was the house that had. Didn't it have crooked windows or
Yes, it went through a tornado and twisted the house all up.
something? Did it land on a witch underneath?
No, Dad was supposed to put the bathroom in, and he did. And then the mission board was promised, they promised that they would, for rent, they would pay the expenses of the bathroom.
Of the bathroom.
Okay.
But they never came up with any money, and so I just, Dad and I took care of that price and put in a bathroom.
So, Daddy, you have had some unusual jobs
Yeah, what, like what?
over the years. So you worked on the farm, you went on a cattle boat and took
But
care
wait,
of horses.
What was your first paid job? You worked for an electric company, didn't you? Electrical? I was reading in your stories.
Electro-porcelain.
Oh, yes.
What was that job?
I was running a press with clay. We'd make the insulator,
The little round insulator things?
yeah,
Okay.
make that kind of stuff that was in ovens and so on.
Okay.
How old were you then?
Oh, 15, 14.
So then, okay, so what are some of your other jobs? You've worked in a bookstore, you did pigs, you
Washed trucks.
washed trucks. What else did you do when you were going to school?
Chicken house.
Oh, yeah, we rented a chicken house. But
So
that-
you were in charge of all the chickens?
Yes. But,
So you collected eggs?
no. Little peeps.
Okay,
I raised them for butchering sale,
okay,
and they didn't make much money for me.
okay. So what else did you do?
I remember one morning we had rain and more rain, and well, when I got to the furnace room, the furnace was out, and the chicks were freezing on piles, and
Oh. So what'd you do?
well,
Warm them up?
I got the furnace going, and
Warm them up?
yeah.
Got some pigs in there.
So our time is starting to run out, I think. Is there anything, Robena or Dad, that you would like to say that we haven't asked you yet?
Your turn.
My life wasn't as interesting as yours.
Oh, it sure was.
Sounds
What
like
I-
it.
What would you do for fun, Robena, when you were younger? When you were still on the farm?
Oh, we used to play ball, and at night, in the evenings, we played hide and go seek, and then when we got older, we went skating. We lived right beside a river. We used to have skating parties and bonfires. And
I remember a picture you showed me where you were skating with your sister Katie, and you were wearing your dress, but Katie was wearing pants. Now, why would Katie be wearing pants but you weren't? Was
I
that?
don't know. Later on, when I was older, I asked my mother how come, but she didn't say much, except that's the way it was.
Just because.
She was younger, and I guess they just relaxed their rules a little bit or something, and I kept on wearing the skirts.
Yeah.
And
Were you the oldest girl in your family?
Older than Katie.
yeah.
So is there
Oh, I
something
think
in
a good
particular you
job.
wanted to say?
Final thoughts?
Pardon?
Any final thoughts?
Oh, I'm thankful for my parents and that I had a good childhood. Some disappointments in life, of course, but
Are you glad you married Ken?
One,
You think you'll keep him?
I think I might.
one thing she didn't mention, her brother also went into the medical area.
Yeah.
Okay.
She didn't say that.
My youngest brother, he wanted to go for an MD, but then he didn't make it. And so, it wasn't that he didn't make it. He just needed more schooling and didn't have time or money or something. And then he went to osteopathic school. And in Canada, the osteopathic schools were not accepted at all, but so then he moved to the States and lived in Oregon for a while, and Wisconsin, and now he's in Pennsylvania, and
As an
He's
osteopath.
retired.
As an osteopath.
Retired.
Okay, Dad, any final last words?
Pardon?
No,
For Daddy.
I don't know.
Anything, any special thing about your life any life lesson or?
Words
Words.
for future generations.
Yep.
Right there, the future generations.
Yeah. Should we go off on cattle boats?
No, I don't think you could, but I had a good youth.
Well, you partly.
I remember the day I came back, we had $200 a trip, no matter how long the trip was. And I remember the proud feeling I had when I handed over the $200 that I had earned.
To your parents.
To my dad.
So that would have been $400 then for 2 trips.
Maybe it was, yeah. But I had spent part of it.
All right, well, thank you very much for agreeing to do this.
Brickhouse Stoltz was born October 28, 1989.
Jessica Stoltzfus married to Marco Stoltzfus, born June 1983.
Ginny Schwarzentruber Hostetler, born January 1954.
Go ahead.
Mark Goulet, born July 1991, and I'm Sophia's boyfriend.
Okay.
Tyler Schwarzentruber, born March 1995.
Jeremy Schwarzentruber, born November 14th, 1988.
Eric Rizzoli, born August 31st, 1992.
Devi Stoltzfus, born October 9th in 1991.
Winfred Stoltzfus, February 25th, 1955.
Lucas Stoltzfus, March 29th, 1994.
Kenneth Daniel Schwarzentruber, better known as K. Daniel or Dan, born November 20, 1961.
Amber Hadley, born March 2nd, 1990. I'm Stephen Hostetler's girlfriend.
Michael Hostetler was born October 27, 1953.